It's getting good. It's getting fucking good. Every single chapter has been an absolute banger, and I don't know how he's doing it. I understand that's always at the end of arcs are, and that's when I started reading weekly. But damn, every chapter has been amazing. I don't know how he's doing it. I do not know, and I need to figure out at some point. That it's some sort of fucking science at this point. Man, and Law gets cool shit. Kid gets the cool shit at the end, and Killer. Oh, damn, Killer, my guy. He's actually showing some real skill this chapter. I started to like Killer a lot because of how he played in Pirate Warriors, and then how he was in the manga on the roof and stuff, and obviously the Kamazo shit, which was really cool. But I'm really starting to really like Killer more than Kid. I love Kid. I think Kid's cool. I like his whole punk rock aesthetic, and you know, the whole kind of battle scars. You know, I love all the battle scars. I feel like pre time skip Kid I don't like very much, but post time skip Kid I'm down with that. A metal arm like Edward Elric and a bunch of scars. I'm down with that fucking itchy ass head. That is sick as fuck. There's a ton of cool shit this chapter though. So let's start off at the very beginning, because there's a ton to think about now. So Sanji basically, he runs away to think about the whole situation because he doesn't want to lose his emotions, right? Because he feels like, oh no, these powers are awakening in me, I'm going to lose all my emotions, right? Now, is the question, or is he going to lose them temporarily and become a fighting machine, and then Chopper's going to reverse it, or Frankie's going to reverse it and he's not going to have these powers anymore? I'm worried about that. I still want him to have the physical powers because I feel like he needs the physical power up, but maybe it's not an issue. Maybe his mom will help him that way, so the whole sacrifice his mom made will be actually worth something, which I feel like is what they're going for. But he won't know it for a while, and he'll remember. Because he'll remember about Reiju, you know, and that type of jazz. I'm hoping, I'm really looking forward to see how they handle Sanji. Sanji. Why am I double checking now how I pronounce? You know what? No, Sanji. And yeah, Sanji. I was just saying Sanji. Now I'm double guessing myself. Oh great. I'm not getting into this, but Sanji, right? So basically, that whole shit with him now, where he's kind of just double checking who he is and trying to make sure he doesn't lose his emotions. It feels like it's going to be a really cool fight aesthetic. It's going to be like, what you call it? What was that short that played before Looney Tunes? Like the Roadrunner. It's going to be like the Roadrunner. That's really cool. I think it's going to be a cool way, because we're going to get a traditional fight with Zoro and King. So again, an untraditional fight with Sanji and King using, well, you know, the running away thing is pretty cool, where he's probably going to deflect a lot of shit. So, you know, pretty fucking cool, to be honest. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this fight plays out. There's a load of cool shit that could happen. I really don't want him to use the raid suit. I really don't. I feel like it'd be cool if he could take him out without the raid suit. I want him to be honest. Now I love Sanji. There's a few things I've said I don't like about him, and I've discussed them. But I feel like I've gotten over it, right? It's like, yeah, it's a really scummy thing what happened in Wano, but like, come on, it's just a gag. Like, it's literally just a gag Oda's doing, and I'm putting way too much emphasis on it. I don't like it, but whenever the character Sanji kicks in, it's really cool shit. I really enjoy it. So am I gonna bump him back up to where he was at the end of Whole Cake? Maybe not. I think Robin edges him out slightly for the number 3 position. So he's number 3. Sorry, buddy. No. Robin gets the number 2 spot for now for the Straw Hats. We'll see. He might get back up there in the next couple of arcs, but hey, we'll see how it goes, yeah? I love Sanji, but we'll see. I can't wait till the anime plays his music, when he does all that cool ass moments with the like holding Zoro and shit. I'm really looking forward to it. Plus the anime is like 5 episodes away from 1000. I better do something for 1000. There's a ton of shit I need to do for the anime that I really want to get into. I didn't do that whole talking point about Yamato, which I was going to do because I want to kind of... I've been focusing a lot on other stuff right now, building a backlog for when I go into surgery. So we'll see. Once I get all that done, it's like One Piece galore until November. Alright. But yeah, that was a lot of Sanji. I must also add, right? He doesn't see Reiju when he says those monsters, so surely he'll cop on. I think through this fight he'll realize, I may not lose my emotions because look at Reiju. She didn't lose her emotions, and maybe that will inspire him to use his powers. Which might be cool because he's still being inspired by a woman, which is his whole character plotline. And it might work very well. I still don't want him to use the raid suit because I feel like it'd be cooler if he beats them up without it. But I wouldn't mind either, as the raid suit is a really cool design. So although I would prefer if he beat him without the raid suit because I feel like, I don't know, it would just make him stronger, you know? I do also like how the raid suit is designed. I know people are saying like changing the design of the raid suit when Frankie gets to look at it. But I like the design, man. I mean, unless he wears a groom looking Sanji. My favorite Sanji design is groom Sanji. I love that design, personally. Myself, anyway, I love that design a lot. Anyway, we've been talking about Sanji for a lot in this, and I want to kind of talk about his whole family predicament separately. So we're going to move on to the best part of the chapter, which is the killer stuff. Then we're going to talk about the killer stuff because I want to talk about Law and Big Mom on its own. But basically, Kid is kind of on his last legs because Hawkins keeps hitting his head against the wall, and obviously we know Hawkins' damage goes straight to Kid because of the straw doll. So basically they have this big conversation, and Killer does a nothing happened moment and is like, take my life instead, Kid, leave Kid alone. Which, man, these first mates, bro, like, I'd give them a clap and a half. Fair play, sticking up for their captains, you know. Real cool shit. As I said, I'm starting to like Killer with his interactions with Zoro on the rooftop, and the fight with him and Zoro as Kamazo. It's just been really cool, his entire interactions. And I want him to get rid of the smile fruit, because although it's been funny, the whole laughing thing, with me liking Killer now, I just kind of want him to be, you know, kind of the chill, stoic guy again. I do like the smiley thing, but hey. I do feel, though, I must say, although I enjoy the fight between him and Hawkins, if Hawkins isn't actually dead, I'll be a bit disappointed. I feel like that's the whole point, right? I'm okay with the Straw Hats not killing, but like at the end of the day, you have to show other pirates killing, because that's how it would have worked. So Hawkins needs to be dead, right? Unless you like, Hawkins needs to be dead at this point. Obviously he could have some other one take the damage and that would make sense, but I feel like it'd be more good if he was actually dead. So I feel it would be more thematically relevant if he was dead, because for all the effort and they've put in to have Kid be back on his feet now, and for Killer to have taken out Hawkins, I think it'd be more thematically relevant than Hawkins just getting back up and being like, I'm not doing anything now because the tide is in the favor of Monkey D. Luffy, and that man is not gonna die, or whoever it is. I'm quite looking forward to seeing how it plays out. Also, that thing where Killer cuts off his left arm because Kid doesn't have a left arm, that was the coolest shit ever. I swear to God, because that panel was done really well. His art just improved dramatically for this chapter. It was really, really good. I enjoyed it. And Killer's mask always looks cool. I'm just really enjoying this whole Wano ride. It's been amazing. Every chapter there's so much to talk about. And then let's go back for a bit, because there's a lot to talk about with Law versus Big Mom, and Kid also there, but Kid has done nothing right now. But Law's doing damage to Big Mom, and we see he's doing damage to Big Mom because Prometheus states it. Now, it's not significant damage. It's like pre-Conqueror's Hockey, pre-Advanced Conqueror's Hockey damage. But he's doing it to Big Mom instead of Kaido. Now, I'm sure Kaido is more durable, so it's not as impressive, because he has like proper dragon scales. Or sorry, fish scales. Or sorry, duck scales. Apologies. Yeah, so sorry. But I'm really excited to see how it plays out. It's a really, really interesting plotline. I'm really excited to see how they go about it. There's so many things they could do. Oh man, Law's doing damage to Big Mom. I feel like the way they were talking there at the end of this chapter with Kid and him getting back up and feet saying like I've never felt better, I feel like he's gonna get advanced conquerors somehow. And I know people are gonna feel like it's undeserved, but I just think it's gonna be pretty cool. Alright, I'm not gonna complain whatsoever. I feel like Kid's gonna get advanced conquerors and we're gonna see Law. I don't know what Law's gonna do. I think Law's gonna get a power up, but we're not gonna hear about it. We're just gonna have him fight on par with other characters. I think he's the type of character where you just assume he learns off other people or something. I don't fucking know. Law's the only inconsistent power character. We don't know if he has conquerors. He probably doesn't. But I feel like Law is the perfect character to show that you don't need conquerors hockey to be a good character. Like, not a good character, but combatively a competitive character. You know what I mean? Like, to show that extreme advanced Rio or extreme advanced conquerors hockey, whatever you want to call it, or whatever type of thing it is. Because I still think advanced conquerors hockey is separate to Rio, but that's an entire different thing. Advanced armament hockey is different to Rio. But anyway, what I'm saying is I think Law is the way we find out that conquerors is not everything. It's a big advantage. It makes you not have to work as much, but it's not everything. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Obviously, it's everything to fight against characters like Kaido with the whole, you know, durability and stuff, but not everyone's like that. So you can still be competitively viable as a pirate crew. So I'm very excited to see how it goes. I want Law to do that with his injection shot and his like what was it, shock yoke? But I'm really looking forward to it, to be honest. I am so happy. And I love Law, right? I do love Law. But like Kid and his stuff, he's like the next big supernova. Like, and I love the supernovas. I don't like Hawkins or Apu, but everyone else I love. Arouge, I don't know if anyone else likes Arouge, but Arouge is so cool to me. You know, I just really like Arouge's design. Bonnie, I love Bonnie. Bonnie's class. And obviously Law and Kid, they're pretty fucking cool. I didn't used to like Blackbeard, but now I think he's a great villain. I feel like he fits perfectly. I just don't like the fact... I don't know. I don't like the idea that he becomes Pirate King before Luffy, but that's an entirely different subject, and I'll talk about that. I'll talk about my displays for that at some point. But I don't know. I think that's why I don't like him. There's so many things to this though, with Law and Kid being able to be able to fight against Big Mom, because it shows a certain amount of like, we're at that stage now where even people who aren't Luffy and Zoro are on at least Yonko tier, right? They're breaking that ceiling slowly but surely, and it's really cool to see. I do want to talk though. What do you think? And I hate I know people hate power scaling, but do you think peak One Piece characters are mountain level? That's what I want to know, because we wanted to discuss this, because me and my mates are always talking about it and being like, oh yo, Goku, no, not Goku, but like the Naruto-verse. We were saying like, where in the Naruto-verse does the number one in the One Piece verse take? Because we're basing it off what characters we know that are in like the top 15, so like Luffy and all that are doing. So what would you say the top one are able to do? And I said they're probably mountain level. So they're probably like early Shippuden level, like probably like pre-Rasen Shuriken Naruto is like where the top of One Piece could go, unless Armament and Conquerors are that potent. But I don't think they're potent enough to like completely outdo the brute force of like a Rasen Shuriken. I know this is a completely separate topic and I shouldn't have brought this up, but it was just something I had in my mind because I was thinking about it. You know, with everything that's going on and shit. I'm really looking forward to the next chapter. I'll talk about stuff more because I have a lot of time this week. Or well, no, really. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I don't. But for the rest of it, I have a lot of time. And my backlog's nearly... I think I've got enough of a backlog. I might take a week or two break to cover any extra weeks I might need to recover, you know, before I'm able to put pressure on my foot again. But I'll keep you updated anyway. I'll do little shorts and stuff so people know what's going on with me. But right now, I probably will still do shorts. Like if I don't get... I'll try my best. I'll buy like those small Yeti yolks so I can do it on my bed and like have a little tray or whatever. but there's a high likelihood that I won't get reviews out certain weeks. I might just get shorts out. I do apologize for that. I just, I'm busy. I'm gonna be busy with like recovering. I won't be able to put pressure on my right leg because I'm getting a bunch of bones fused and shit. Because my foot, the way it is, it's like the bone on the side sticking out, and then my ankle, my foot goes over on its ankle, so we need to fuse it at 90 degrees. It's real complicated shit, but I'm really thankful to get it done. It's gonna be much better for me afterwards. So sorry about the content. Lack of content at the end of November, start of December for about 6 weeks. I have a backlog that I will finish. I have the audio done for all the 7 backlog videos, which I will finish, and then once the backlog's finished, I might take a week or 2 break, and then I'll be back on it. I'll try to get One Piece reviews out if I can, but no promises, and the quality might be much worse because we just buy a cheap ass mic that I can leave on my bed. But yeah, thanks again, and bang our fucking chapter out of fair play. I don't have tea this time again. I know, ill prepared is all hell, but I was out today, so. Oh, that was depressingly bad. No. No proper one. No oomph in that. Oh, I can't believe it.